Hello dear students, so we will start our unit 4, that is association rule mining. So what are association rules, right? So association rules are simply if then statements, right? These are if then statements that is used to discover the relationship between the data items in the relational database. So your data exists in either in the relational database or in the transactional database or any data repository. So it is simply if then statement, right? You know that most machine learning algorithms work with the numeric data sets, that is that deals with the numbers, right? So hence if you are dealing with the numbers, then these algorithms tend to be more mathematical, right? However, if you use association rules, right, it is suitable for the non-numeric or categorical data that require just the counting of the occurrence, right, in your fingertips, right? Then association rule mining is a procedure which aims to observe the frequently occurring pattern. Means the item which is frequently exist in a data set in the transaction that deals with the association rule mining, right? It also gives the correlations or association from the data set that is found in the various types of databases, that is in the relational database, in the transactional database, and in the another form of repositories, right? Now going to next slide. An association rule has two parts, right? So in the previous slide, we have mentioned that it is a if then statement. So it has two parts, if and then, right? So if is called antecedent and then is called consequent, right? Keep in mind, if is called antecedent and then is called consequent. So an antecedent is something that found in data, right? And consequent is something that found in the combination with antecedent. So antecedent is found in data and consequent is the item that found in the combination with antecedent. So for example, if you see this example, if a customer buys bread, then he is 70% likely of buying milk, right? So with the statement, we have the association rule, we have the bread and the milk. So what is bread here? Bread is antecedent because it exists in if condition, right? Milk is consequent because it exists in then statement, right? So it can be easily understood that the retail store target their customer better with the help of association rule, right? So this association rule is also helps to improve the customer service. It also improve the company's revenue, right? With the help of these association rules. Next is association rules are created by thoroughly analyzing the frequent if-then patterns. Means it looks for the frequent items in the data items, right? Data items in the transactions. Then depending upon the three parameters, the important relationships are observed. So we have done the two parameters in our earlier lecture, that is support and confidence. The three parameters are support, confidence, and lift. Lift is new thing here, right? Now what is support? Support is how frequently the if then relationship appears in the database, right? Means it shows the popularity of any item in the database, right? Now what is confidence? Confidence is the number of times these relationships have found to be true. Means the bread goes with butter, right? Or the bread goes with milk, right? How much confidence are you in making this statement, right? So this is confidence. So if the confidence percentage is 100%, then your rule is exact, right? So this is confidence. Now what is lift? Lift is when you purchase any item X. So this says how likely item Y is purchased, right? If when you purchased an item X, right? It also controls how popular item Y is. So the lift of a rule is the ratio of the observed support to that expected if X and Y were independent, right? So this is support, confidence, and lift. Now, association rule mining is often referred as a market basket analysis. because it was the first application area of association mining, right? So market basket analysis is the first application area of association rule mining. The aim is to discover association of items occurring together more often than you expect from the randomly sampling all the possibilities, right? So in association rules, the user have to satisfy the user satisfied minimum support and the user satisfied minimum confidence, which means you have to give a particular threshold value for a minimum support and minimum confidence. Suppose you have to give the user specified minimum support as 30%, right? Or minimum confidence as 70%, right? So you have to create the rule according to these user specified minimum support, right? Next is the formula for the support, confidence, and lift, right? So if there is a rule that is X implied Y, so this is a rule. So how you calculate support? Support is calculated by frequency of XY divided by total number of transactions, right? So this is called support. Now what is confidence? Confidence is the frequency of item X and Y divided by frequency of item X. So in the earlier lecture you have learned that support is equals to number of tuples containing both A and B divided by total number of tuples. In confidence you have mentioned that total number of tuples containing A and B divided by total number of tuples containing A, right? And lift is, what is lift? Lift is total support divided by support of X multiplied by support of Y. So this is the formula for lift, where X and Y are items. There is one more formula for lift, that is the confidence of X implied Y. So first you will calculate the confidence of X implied Y, then it is divided by support of Y. So it is also called lift. So keep in mind these formula. So according to this formula, you have to calculate. So you have some rules in the numerical questions, and you have to calculate the support, confidence, and lift according to these formula. So write down this formula in a piece of paper, and in the later lecture you will do some numerical. Now what are the concepts, right? The concept says that a set of all items in a store that is defined by I is equals to the set of I1, I2 up to IN, right? So it is mentioned by I. So I is equals to I1, I2 and IN. A set of all transactions, which is called transaction database T. So it is a set of T1, T2 up to Tn, right? So each Ti is a set of items such that T is a set of I, right? Each transaction Ti has a transaction ID that is called TID, right? So these are the concepts. Now we will do one numerical based on this support, confidence, and lift formula, right? And you have given some rules, you have given some item sets in the transaction, and you have given the rules. You have to calculate support, confidence, lift, right?